Hello, my name is Kirsten, presenting to you from Mustang TV. I have a few news segments to share with you. The first one is about cell phone providers and how students feel about them.
How do you feel about that provider?
Um, it kind of gets to 85% and even lower when, a few more days go by.
All right. Do you think it is fast enough for, your daily routine, like the things you do and stuff?
Most of the time, no, not really.
Okay. Do you think there's a better provider out there than yours?
No.
Yeah, because if you in a place like Manor, you don't get good service. Saying I'll be getting mad because my phone be slow.
Do you think it's fast enough for you, like to do your things, I guess, like do your work and stuff?
In the right location,
All right. Do you think there's a better phone provider out there?
yeah,
Like what?
AT&T
Why?
or Verizon.
Why?
Because overall, their cellular data reaches farther in the world. Like you could be in Manor and still have good service and be able to work like you usually would. You wouldn't have your phone being all slow all the time.
What do you think about iPhones?
iPhone's best phones out there. If it ain't an iPhone, I don't know what you're doing.
That's facts right there. Cut. What kind of provider do you have?
T-Mobile.
What do you think about T-Mobile?
It's cool. Been a T-Mobile person for like a couple years now.
Do you think it is fast enough for you to do your things you need to do?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Do you think there's a better provider out there?
Maybe, but I just gotta find which one is better.
What kind of plan do you have on that T-Mobile?
Not gonna lie, I don't even know.
You have unlimited?
Probably.
Verizon.
How do you feel about that provider?
Top 10, top 1, actually. Not even top 10. There is no competition with Verizon. Verizon up on top. Niggas gonna hate. He gonna hate.
Do you think it is fast enough for you to do your things you need to do?
Obviously, I get all the... Anytime I'm doing work, school work, I do my math work on it. It really helps.
Do you think there's a better provider than yours?
Nope. No better provider. Verizon up on top.
You heard it. You heard it from Cooper. Hey, point the camera. What kind of phone provider do you have on your phone?
I have T-Mobile.
How do you feel about that provider?
T-Mobile has its moments. Sometimes it just doesn't work nowhere. It's very inconvenient.
Do you think it is fast enough for you to do your things?
Yeah,
Do you think there's a better phone provider out there?
probably not. They give us free things on Tuesdays. Bro, yesterday, guys, I got a free 10-piece nugget from T-Mobile.
What? What is your name?
Davis.
What phone provider do you have on your phone?
I have 3 phones. One is T-Mobile, one is AT&T, and one is Verizon.
How do you feel about those providers?
It's good, but T-Mobile is trash. It doesn't work.
Is it fast enough for you to do your things?
No,
Why?
because it takes long to load. At least like 1 minute each.
And do you think there's a better phone provider out there?
Yes. NTT and Verizon.
Why?
Because they're good and they do fast things, yeah.
The second segment is about my meeting I had with Dr. Harvey about the expansion on Manor. What new locations are going to be built in Manor in the next 5 years?
In our comprehensive plan, we list out a lot of things that we're trying to do. One, larger parks, so that we can have larger events here at our park, more space for youth, for adults to play, have fun. Keeping my fingers crossed on a possible sports complex in the area, maybe sports competitions and just things like that. Some of the things we're hoping for in that area. We're looking to rec center, library, and those kind of things, community meeting spaces, so forth. In regards to eating places, more fast food restaurants we're trying to attract to the area, everyone from Chick-fil-A to whomever, who we're reaching out to and trying to lock in.
How do you think the expansion will affect Manor?
will affect Maine? I think positively. It'll affect Maine. And here's the reason why. Many of us that live here are tired of always having to drive out to go to Austin, to Pflugerville, to Elgin, to shop and stuff. And so when we get those restaurants and businesses up and running here, then we'll be able to shop local. It will help boost the quality of life and people's pride in the city that you can do, and we can live here, work here, and have fun. So those are some of the things that we're trying to work on. What a lot of people don't know is that the majority of the traffic that comes to Maine is not from Maine. It's actually people that are driving through Maine. And so there's about 60 to 62,000 trips a day on 290. And Maine only has 18,000 people in the city. Well, actually, it's closer to 20,000 people now in the city. And so we have 40-something thousand people that aren't residents in Maine that are driving through the city every day.
So with the expansion of Manor, do you think everything will go up, or do you think it'll go down?
The cost?
Mm-hmm.
So the costs are going up not because of the expansion and the growth. Right now, it's really more so because the cost of materials is going up, and then inflation across the country is happening, taking place. We're trying to have conversations with the Texas federal government about financial relief so that we can bring those housing costs down. And some, two other things we're trying to do is work with the school district and jobs in the area to try to pay people more money so that the cost going up doesn't hurt us as much. So the minimum wage is, $8, $7,
All right, Mr. Harvey, do you have any questions for me?
So how did you get selected to interview?
It's for a class assignment, and we had to create like a news segment, or we had to like interview. And I just picked, like how Maynard's expanding, and like there's new schools being built and other stuff being built around Maynard. So I just chose that and just to see, because I talked to the superintendent. Like I go for meetings, and since I went there, I was gonna ask him about the expansion of Maynard, but Mr. Getz suggested that I talk to you since you're the mayor.
It's important that the school district and the city work together.
The third segment is about UNO.
And we're going to be talking about UNO.
UNO, yeah. Let's talk about UNO.
Do y'all think it's a fair game?
Maybe. No, it's not a
Why
fair
you
game.
say that? No, why you say that?
Because you know how like people be stocking +4s,
Yeah.
and then someone just get really mad
No.
about it.
No.
That's just being competitive.
Yeah,
that's the
no,
that's the
yeah,
player's
that's the
fault.
point of the game.
It is. Well, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So, like, have y'all ever lost?
Of course.
Yes, many
Yeah,
times.
a lot of
many
times.
Yeah. Have y'all ever won, though? I
Yeah.
haven't seen y'all
Yes.
A few times, not always.
Sadly,
hmm
win. Sadly.
I should be winning all the time
Y'all think they
Why
should
is
add...
that?
because I'm really good at the game.
You're really good
So
at
that's
it.
People
that's
I feel
the
like
biggest lie.
people
No,
are
that's
sabotaging
gotta be
me.
the biggest lie.
How can you be good at the game? Did you?
It's really dope. Now think about it. They just look into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just had to like
No,
play
well-
cards.
You gotta see the cards, though.
I know.
That's
you have to
skill.
like.
You gotta
know-
play smart though. Like
Yeah,
when
you
to
gotta play smart.
How do you say
That's
it?
true.
Do you think they should add tres?
Tres, really? They have
Tres.
those.
I
It's
know.
like a-
Well, like, do you think they should add tres?
No,
No,
Why you gotta say that?
those was enough. Like that
those
was-
isn't. Yeah, those.
Y'all think they fell off?
may?
Because
I don't
after
know.
after Uno Flip, they were just
Uno-
making extra games.
There's just a lot of variety of like Uno games. Like you have the Uno Flip, the Uno with the little machine thing
Oh, yeah.
that gives you the cards.
The
Like if it
poker
was a
machine.
casino.
you
Yeah.
got them machines that like throw the cards out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, why y'all creating this? Like,
Uno Flip, Uno, those.
those. It's such a weird thing.
Those, I feel like no one plays those.
A lot of people,
No.
I feel like the company were just greedy with their little
Mhm.
thing.
They just didn't. I don't know. It's just. I'd rather play Uno than those.
Yeah. Actually, what does those do?
Oh
Oh, wait, is it the one we were playing with?
No. That's Uno Flip. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
played those, but like, I'd
You
rather.
got those, right?
No, I don't.
What? Oh, I
no,
think I had it.
no.
I'd rather stay with Uno, not those.
One of the
Yeah.
original one,
The
though. yeah.
original one is, yeah.
But Uno Flip had some fun.
Uno Flip, it has like a +5 and a +1 and +2,
Yeah.
and you can just stack them.
The
It's-
plus
it's
five
fun.
is really.
Supposedly, I read in the back, and it was like the flip, the dark mode thing
Mhm.
was more like a penalty. Like it gives you more like cards. Of course, it has the +5s,
Mhm.
Oh,
and the normal one is just the normal one.
oh yeah.
So I hate y'all.
Why?
I'm gonna point this out, but I hate y'all for putting those flips.
You know, it's a game, and like you said,
No, it's not. No,
it's just being competitive. It's
We
being
weren't trying to be
competitive.
competitive. We were trying to have fun.
No, Iron is really competitive.
Yeah,
He's a
and
little-
Alan is competitive too. Just look at him.
Well,
He said he should always win.
Which I said.
No, you
See?
shouldn't. I disagree. But
Disagreed.
It is what it is.
in conclusion, company greedy kind of fell off. Funny game though.
Real fun.
I guess that's it.
The next segment is about a student asking people if they enjoy school.
Like, did you enjoy it?
Elementary, yes. Middle school, sorta. High school, not at all. Okay, not totally true. I didn't enjoy the educational part, but the people I met were really cool.
Okay.
Yes, I liked school. I was a very good student as well.
I did talent shows and I was in art class.
Okay.
I actually would take my sketchbook and draw during like free period and study hall, and some of the pictures I drew became my tattoos later on.
I was freshman princess in 1990. What else? I was a part of National Honor Society for a couple of years before we moved, and I'm trying to think. I had all my credits by the time I was halfway through my senior year, so I only went to school half day and I worked the rest of the day. So that was kind of a perk right there, earning my own money. But yeah, I always liked school. High school was just good for me.
Want to do? I wanted to play basketball, but I never signed up for the class, and I did want to get my driver's license while I was in high school.
Okay.
But that never happened either.
Okay. Thank you.
Overall, it was a C+ experience. Not good, not bad, not great, but I wouldn't change a thing.
Okay, thank you.
I was a young mama and I could have saved myself a whole bunch of anguish if I hadn't been, but you know, it is what it is. It happens.
Yeah, what is? All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
This has been the school experience here with Correa Jackson. Okay, bye.
The last segment is about students debating on whether water is wet.
So basically, we're supposed to talk about the everlasting question:
You're wrong.
if water is wet.
You're wrong.
See, Angel thinks that water is not wet, and I think that water has to be wet.
It can't be.
Well, we interviewed a few people, and some people agree with me, so I think I'm kind of right. in a way.
Those people are not real. They're imaginary
Not
people.
real. Okay. So we interviewed about like 20 people.
You're lying. No, you're
10
lying.
people.
10
people. We interviewed
Five.
we interviewed about like 10 people. And let's say about like more than half of them agreed with Angel cuz they want to be different. They want to be
The only person that agreed with you was Mr. Goods.
he didn't even
Yeah, he did. He did agree with you. I
Didn't
told
the
you.
other guy agree with me too?
Matthew?
No, he agreed with
me.
you.
Yeah, because
That's not fair though. See, it's a 2-on-2 though. See, like
We could bring a random person in and they will probably agree with me.
No, they probably agree with me. Let's be honest.
No. So
What does that show though? That like half the people still agree with us, or agree with.
I don't know.
What does that even mean? So.
It means that I'm right and you're wrong.
Is this recording? Like
yeah,
our
I think
faces?
It is. Well, I think it's recording your face.
Hello. It just sees like your hair.
Probably not even. Probably just a stick right here.
That's sad. Okay, so.
So what did your research yield, as Mr. Gitt said?
As Mr. Gitt said, it's unconcluded. It doesn't.
Unconcluded?
It's unconcluded.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? There's no right. There's nothing really to say, other than.
Water is not wet.
Water is wet.
Water is not wet.
Water is wet.
We're gonna start arguing on the camera right
We're
now.
gonna start arguing whenever we're supposed to be. So, what are your reasons for water is not
For
wet?
something to be wet, water has to be on it. The water cannot be on itself.
But then it goes both ways. Like, water has to be wet to make other things wet.
This is getting too political. I don't think we should get in.
It's too controversial.
Too
to be
controversial.
honest.